Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Aaron Biley, and I'm here. I have the privilege to introduce our main man tonight, Mr. Jeffrey Ross. We're in a very exciting stage. We've been building, we've been putting together something called Shoply, where we've been getting local Australian vendors on board. We have, I think, around about five or six vendors launching here in Australia locally over the next 2 weeks, just sneaking in before Christmas. So we're here to help those guys. And this is an evolution. This is if you look at Accenture's research, social selling will be the fastest trillion-dollar industry ever. And so 2025, it's set to be a trillion-dollar industry, and that's what we're doing right here, social selling. And so Shoply putting everybody together in terms of influencers and affiliates and customers and vendors and business builders, all these types of people hasn't been done before. You won't find a platform out there like it. And so it's an exciting night because we have, I think, three local Australian vendors on the Australian website right now, around about a dozen in the US. We have hundreds of products already launched, and we will have lots and lots more products in Australia. So, really, at the very beginning of the evolution of what Shoply brings to the party. What I love about what Jeff has to offer tonight as our very first local Australian vendor and a digital vendor, so it can go all around the world, is the fact that this is where it's all heading. We can learn from Jeff. So we can learn AI and understand, guys, if you're not going to learn from Jeff, that's okay. He probably is one of the best out there. But what I love about Jeff is he's niched it into AI for network marketers, AI for affiliates, AI for home-based business, right? But you need to learn it from somebody. Because if you're in the entrepreneurial space, the network marketing space, work from home space, and you don't go and learn AI like tomorrow, you're going to get left behind in 2025 very, very quickly. And so Jeff's bringing a lot of that knowledge to the party at a very affordable price. But what I also love about it is you can go through Jeff's course at whatever level you want. Jeff will explain that tonight, and you can get paid to learn. And that's where it's at. And so we've set up like a course club. I think the book clubs have kind of expired. They probably still some people out there that do book clubs, I'm sure, but where it's at right now is course clubs. So we go through and do Jeff's course. We do these other digital courses, learning algorithms and social media and how we go viral, learning AI. We get together, we talk about it, and we retain it, we learn it, we put it into practice, and we get results. That's the thing. You can get really, really quick results with AI in your business just by understanding some basics. And even just a few Zooms that I've jumped on with Jeff, I've learned so much. So I'm not going to go on tonight. This is not my space, this is Jeff's space. So I want to welcome Jeffrey Ross, who's going to launch the very first product, the very first digital product locally in Australia onto the Shoply platform into this trillion-dollar social selling space. This guy is an incredible human. I've got to know him probably over the last 12 months. He's not just great at AI, he's also great at business, and he's also an incredible person, which really is the people that I want to get behind. Everyone can be good in business, but we want to get behind good humans as well. And so there's not much that Jeff doesn't know about AI. He's got a great heart for helping people. So what I do know, if you choose to get involved with Jeff at whatever level, his information is going to be right up to date. His information is going to be absolutely incredible, and he's going to get in the trenches above and beyond to help you guys apply this to your business. So without further ado, Jeff, take it away, brother.
Aaron, thank you very much, mate. You definitely have the gift of edification. I think you've got a bit of practice under your belt with that one, but I appreciate you. Hey, guys, this is a huge milestone. And so I want everybody to turn their cameras on because I want to take a couple of screenshots here because what we're going to talk about later is the power of storytelling. And this is part of a story that we're all a part of. So let's be part of the story because I'm going to actually get you to take a screenshot with me. If you don't know how to do a screenshot, that's cool. Just do it however you need to do. I'll share you with my images later on if you need to. But let's all turn our cameras on because we want to get out after this masterclass. I want you to take some massive action right away. I want you to actually go share the story of what you learnt from tonight. So make sure you got your notepad and pen and let's get started. I'm going to take a screenshot now. For those of you who don't get have your camera on, that's cool. That's all right. You're just not going to be part of this awesome photo. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, and we're all going to give a thumbs up, and we're going to take a nice happy snapshot together before we get started. So 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. All right, guys. Thank you very much. And so what I'm going to encourage you to do later on is share the story and part of that. So we're going to unpack that, and I'm going to show you how to use AI to help support you in that journey. So let's get this party started. I'm going to share my screen, and Aaron's going to give me a thumbs up there because I can see him there. Can you see everything? Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so this is Social Selling and AI Mastery for Network Marketers. And for those of you who don't know me, let me just quickly introduce myself a little bit here. My name's Jeff Ross. I'm a proud father of 3 amazing boys. I live down here in Tasmania, Australia. And a few years ago, I was where a lot of you are right now, juggling everything, feeling stuck, and spinning my wheels. This is what I like to call Sucksville. You know, I was working from home, full time, side hustling, doing what I needed to do to make ends meet. And I was missing out on all of those precious family moments. Like, that's why we do what we want to do, right? To get that freedom to be able to support us in that space. I was constantly wondering, am I ever going to get ahead? Then I discovered the power of storytelling, personal brand, but not only that, I discovered AI. And this is where everything shifted for me. So I didn't just get unstuck, I found freedom. I found how I could get results. You know, put a 1 in the comments if you've tried this business and you failed miserably because you've been caught up into the drum roll of putting up content that sounds salesy and pitchy and spammy, but that's what you've done because that's all you know how to do. That's everybody else has done the same thing. I know I have. You know, and then you get into, you know, having to reach out to everybody and everybody runs for the hills. I know I've been there too. But I found freedom when I had people coming to me and leveraging AI to be able to help it in a way to become a master storyteller. And this freedom helped me to get some more freedom to be able to go travel the world. You know, in the last 2 years alone, I've been in 8 different countries and been able to have more freedom with the family and do the work that I love. Building a business that works for me, not the other way around, and helping you guys to do the same thing. So today, during this masterclass, we're going to dive into those strategies. We're going to dive into the AI tools. I'm going to help you to demystify AI. I'm going to help you to simplify it so we can break free together, just like I did. So if you're ready to bounce out to Sucksville and head to Awesome Town with me, let's go. I'd like to see a couple of 2s in the comments and we can get started. But first off, let's just really get clarity of why we're all here, right? You know, we're talking content marketing. We're talking attraction marketing. We're talking how to leverage AI in this space. You know, so have you put up content and you feel like your content gets ignored and you get crickets? I know I used to. Are you struggling to connect authentically and get meaningful engagement that actually like helps you to connect with people and have people come to you? You know, that's why we put content up, isn't it? But if we're just putting content up for the sake of putting content up, what's the point? You know, and if it's just going to get exhausting and we're going to get burnt out doing that, aren't we? You know, have you been facing rejection left, right, and center and it felt awkward in recruiting? You know, if I could help you to simplify that and help you to make it more enjoyable, more friendly, more relationship focused, would that be something of value to you? Let's focus on AI for a second. You know, 91% of businesses around the world know about AI. They all know about it. They want to be using AI, but they're not. Why? Because they don't know where to start. They're overwhelmed, and a confused mind never takes any action. And that paranoia and that fear of it all, you know, like I saw comments after comments leading up to this event, you know, Joanne, Jan, you know, like people in their 60s and their 70s are realizing that AI is here to stay and we need to learn how to embrace it, don't we? Well, I hope today, by the end of today's masterclass, you're not only embracing it, but you're falling in love with it. And that creative energy that, you know, comes with that love gets untapped and your voice gets amplified. And then you have no more problems about putting awesome content out there from after this class. So we're also going to focus on helping you to become a person of influence that attracts people to you instead. I'm going to share with you today tangible takeaway tips that you can run and what's working for me today to be able to help me become the influencer that I am and our team that's doing the same thing. This is duplicatable, it's replicatable. And these are simple steps. We just need to be able to point it in the right direction, right? And AI is a powerful tool to help us to support us in this space. To, picture strangers turning into raving fans who trust you, engage with you, and buy with you. Like, I don't know about you, but I do a lot of business with my friends, and I do a lot of repeat business with those that I know, like, and trust. So like we want to go deep with that. We want to connect, relate, and resonate with people. So let's simplify AI. Let's learn how to leverage it to amplify our voice and create a personal brand. So we're marketing you, not just Shopley, not just the amazing products that it has on its platform, but putting you out the front first and foremost, because that is the number one thing people will buy. And then when you learn how to build a personal brand, you can put whatever products that you like on the back end shelf because people are connecting with you. They're leveraging you're buying you first. And so we have a mantra at the Laptop Lifestyle Dads community. It's AI plus our heart equals our superpower. So who's fired up, ready to get into this? I can see we've got some awesome people here. We've got what we're going to cover today. Basically, the five core fundamentals. Try and say that 10 times fast for successful social selling. So we're going to unpack storytelling. I'm going to do a bit of an over-the-shoulder, fly-on-the-wall experience on how to demystify AI. We're talking about ChatGPT for this exercise, and I'm going to show you how to use voice prompting and conversational AI. Not sure if too many have heard those terms yet because it's something fairly new. This is something that I'm going to probably look at trying to trademark if I can. But this is about trying to simplify AI, make it fun, make it easy to use, and help you to become an awesome storyteller that doesn't lose your voice. And by leveraging stories in this way and understanding the structure of stories, you can become an influencer. You can influence people. The book has been around forever, How to Influence People and Win Friends. So that's what we're doing, right, as network marketers. So we need to learn the fundamentals around that. How would it be if you didn't have to learn those, that AI knew all of that information for you and help you to position you as a master storyteller to become that person of influence, and all you had to do was just show up daily and be consistent? Would that be pretty cool? Well, we're going to tackle that. We're talking about attraction marketing and drawing the right people to us without the awkward pitches. Every business has a customer value journey. I'm going to unpack what that predictable, profitable customer value journey looks like. So give you some clarity around that. We're going to talk about sales with serving and guiding people to the solutions that they genuinely need. It's not about having to pitch. It's not about having to, do the hard sell. It's about having people come to you and saying, Jeff, I love what you have to offer. How can I do that? And it all starts from leading with service, that servant-hearted leadership, doing this together as a community. And then we're going to talk about leadership and we'll tap into that. And then also going to unpack our 5-step recruitment DM script. Look, at the end of the day, conversations are where the conversions are. But where people struggle is trying to connect with people cold, getting into the DMs and going, hey, how are you? Or, hey, blah, blah, blah. Like, who's been there, done that? I know I have thousands of times. But I've worked out when you can have people coming to you, when people are engaging on your content, and then you follow up with those people from a warmer perspective, that they've already connected and related and resonated with you. So you're picking up like you're meeting someone down the pub. I'm going to show you our script to be able to help you point you in the right direction. And we're going to talk about our engagement strategy that I've never really shared on another masterclass before. And I'm going to unpack that. It's so simple. The light bulb will go on. It's like, duh, why aren't I doing that already? I'm going to show you how you can support AI in that space. So, common struggles. We talk about content creating here. So people create content that just no one engages with. It gets crickets. It gets, just might as well be out there in the forest with everybody else. We start to feel pushy and awkward because we're trying to recruit. We're coming from that desperate space. How about we have an abundance of leads and we're just looking to work with people who want to work with us? We're running out of people because we've already gone through and we've talked to the 100 list. Like, that's a great place to go start. Don't get me wrong. And I still do my 100 list because I'm consistently connecting with new people. But when we first start, that's what we're called to do. And I know I did that and I burnt through that very, very quickly. And then I had to realize, how can I go and attract the right people to me? So that's what we're talking about here. Have people come to you because of your content, because it's speaking to their heart, and how to leverage AI to be able to do that. How to keep AI to keep your authentic voice and build relationships that naturally lead to sales. Because all marketing and sales is keep it really simple, right? Is putting the right product in front of the right people at the right time. A lot of us, what we do is we go find the products and then we go try and find the people. How about we find the people first? How about we build a community first? Then we work out how to serve them by asking them questions and listening, and then putting the right offer in front of the right people at the right time. That's what we're talking about here. So, keeping moving forward, we're going to dive in a sneak peek a bit of our proven systems, and we're going to keep this simple and fun. So, let's come to storytelling. So, why storytelling? Well, Simon Sinek, I think, says this well, and so does Don Miller from StoryBrand. Where stories are where people connect emotionally. When we're going through our buying psychology, Simon Sinek unpacks the golden circle principle. And then when you map that up through the way the brain is processing decisions, it starts to make logical sense. Simon Sinek's book says, so start with why. Why do we want to start with why? Because that helps us to tap into that flight or flight response. That's our reptilian DNA brain. When a saber-toothed tiger is running at us, we're looking at it through the lens of, is this going to help me or harm me? So that's why we start with why. Then we move into how, which is then part of the neocortex part of the brain, which is responsible to emotional thinking. And through storytelling, we can connect on that emotional level. We can see ourselves in their story. We can connect and relate and resonate through story. So stories are very powerful. We've heard the saying for decades, story sells. I like to say that story compels people to take action and facts tell. So we're going to teach you how to leverage AI to become a master storyteller. And I'm going to dive into that in a second, and how to craft stories that build trust, that build relatability, and have people coming to your inbox saying, Jeff, Lewis, Joanne, Aaron, Jade, tell me more. Right. So I'm just going to stop my screen share here for a second, and I'm going to go over to ChatGPT. Give me a couple of kangaroo emojis if you're ready to bounce into this one. All right. Let's go. So, all right. So what I'm teaching you here is the paid version of ChatGPT. There ain't many tools in the marketer's toolkit that I say that you need to have. After I show you what we do here, I would go far as saying if you leverage ChatGPT in this way, it's worth $20,000 a year at least, for $20 a month for the upgrade. Like, this is like the having into the carpenter's toolkit, how every carpenter needs a hammer, right? You can't build a house without a hammer. I would go as far as saying that every marketer worth his weight in salt and gold needs ChatGPT at least. There are not too many that I say that there. ChatGPT and Canva are about the only two that you'll ever see me here that you need. So $20 a month, it's a no-brainer. And I'm going to show you right now, clean slate, on how to use AI. When I first started using ChatGPT, I just dived in and I started crafting a post, like most of us all do. And I was sorely disappointed with the result. So much so I reacted off the back of that video, of that experience. I got onto YouTube about 18 months ago and I said, don't touch ChatGPT. It's going to ruin your brand. It's not going to serve you. It's hopeless. I had to learn how to eat some humble pie. I had to swallow my pride. I had to go back into it with an open heart and an open mind, because I saw people way back then even using it to today, how they could use it to keep their authentic voice, to help them to leverage that. So I've been a master of this now for the last 18 months, and it's that whole learn, do, teach model. So I want to teach you a few things around straight away, how you can start clean slate and, avoid those mistakes, get rid of the overwhelm, make this fun. You see here with the paid version with ChatGPT, when you upgrade to $20 a month, we now have this little thing called voice mode. This is pretty cool. This is where I geek out. I'm going to show you how you can create a voice portfolio that, like a ghostwriter, to set it up so it speaks and sounds like you. Then I'm going to show you how to quickly craft a story. Now, I could go in and do some really in-depth stuff here, but I've only got a very limited amount of time, so we're just going to speed through this. But I'm going to talk to Chatty for a second. And I just need to make sure that I'm sharing my screen, because last time I did this, I didn't tick this box, share sound, because Chatty's going to talk back to me and we're going to have a two-way conversation. So let's watch this. So I'm just going to talk to Chatty for a second. I'm going to get it to come up with my voice tonality prompt and sorry, my Ghostwriter profile. So bear with me for 2 seconds. Just going to have a conversation with ChatGPT. All right. G'day, Chatty. How are you? So, just doing a quick live training for our students here on this live call, and I want to share with them how you can use conversational voice prompting with ChatGPT. So, can you just confirm that you're ready to go, please, mate?
Absolutely, mate. Ready to jump in and help out with your training. Let's make it awesome sauce.
This is cool. All right, Chatty. So the first thing we want to do is we want to come up with a ghostwriter profile. So I want you to listen to the way that I'm talking to you now, but I also want you to ask me questions back and forth to be able to help you to create content that sounds like me, that's authentic to me, and keep my voice into the content. Are you able to support me in that space?
Absolutely, mate. I can help you create a ghostwriter profile that captures your unique voice and style. I'll ask you some questions to get a feel for your tone, expressions, and content preferences. Ready when you are.
Cool. Well, let's keep this really short and sweet. We don't want to go into too depth because it's just a training exercise just to show them what's possible. So just ask me 2 questions to be able to help me discern my ghostwriter profile, please.
Got it. First question. How would you describe your overall tone when speaking to your audience? Would you say it's more enthusiastic, motivational, or laid back?
Well, as you can tell, I'm an Australian. I've got a really strong Aussie accent. I'm known as the king of dad jokes. So I love to have a bit of fun, very enthusiastic, very full of energy. And I want you to listen to the way that I'm speaking to you now to be able to start to pick up those nuances. Have you got that?
Got it, mate. Enthusiastic, energetic, with a strong Aussie accent and a dash of dad jokes. Second question. What kind of expressions or signature phrases do you often use that you'd like to see reflected in your content?
Yeah, that's great. Well, I've been working on my brand for a while now, so I've got a few that I use. So boom sauce and awesome sauce, and I'm as caffeinated as a kangaroo. I'm sorry, I'm as excited as a caffeinated kangaroo, and a few other things like that. I like to call people legends instead of folks, and I like to use mates. So really Aussie sort of quirky slang because that's part of the brand. Can you help me to put together a quick ghostwriter profile now that expresses my tone, my style, my burstedness, the way that I speak, the nuances, all of the things that a ghostwriter would need to be able to speak for me.
All right, Mike, I've got your ghostwriter profile ready to capture your unique style and tone.
Cool. All right. Thank you. We'll pull it up there for now, Chatty. But thank you. I appreciate you.
No worries, Mike. Glad.
Cool. So you can see there that that's pretty cool, right? So I've just come up with the ghostwriter profile. Now I'll just stop Chatty and I'll go back to my screen share there for a second. And hang on, what's going on here? I need to zoom bars all over the place and get rid of this. And I'll come back to ChatGPT and I'll show you the ghostwriter profile that it comes up with. Yeah, this is really cool, right? Okay, so need the table, please. So you can type to it. I find it better to talk to it. I'm actually dyslexic. My grammar's atrocious. I left school at year 9, and yeah, I'm pretty hopeless when it comes to typing. My spelling's just atrocious. So I prefer to talk to it. I love this new feature, and this new feature only came out a couple of weeks ago, believe it or not. So this is cutting edge training right here. So okay, it's looking for doing my I need to be more specific. There you go. That's a really great lesson on the fly there. Garbage in, garbage out, great stuff in, great stuff out. One of the rules of using AI, you got to be specific in your instructions. So I just said need table there. So I'm going to come back to that and say, just hit edit and say need table, please, for ghost writer profile. And see, it's going to pick up my spelling mistake there. I won't worry about that. So it's going to edit that. Here we go. More specific. There you go. Now it's come up with tone, enthusiastic, energetic, friendly. So you can save this for later on, or you can tell it to commit it to memory. This is where the AI kicks in. It's artificial intelligence, right? So I can get that to connect it to memory so I don't have to tell it again. And then I can just go create content off of the back of that. So now we're going to craft a quick story together. So I'm going to go back to voice prompting here, and I'm going to give it sort of the framework of a story. I'm going to get it to act like a certain person. So these are some of the key little factors here. So you want to be very specific in your instructions. Pretend that you're talking to a virtual assistant. And the great thing about AI is I can get it to act like a certain character, a certain profession. And so that's one of the instructions there. So you act like blah, blah, blah. I want you to help me to write blah, blah, blah. And then we come into it and we tell it some of the bullet points that it needs. And then get it to ask us questions if it needs any information. That's probably a really powerful tip here is make it conversational. Make it a two-way. So get it to ask you questions to get clarity if it needs clarity. So here we go. So, Chatty, I want you to just help me put together a quick story example for our audience that's watching now. I want you to act like Donald Miller from StoryBrand. And let's put in a bit of a mix here. I want you to act like Steve Irwin. You know, everybody knows Steve Irwin, so I want you to bring his quirky humor in here. And I want you to help me to craft a story that is lesson-based, a story that will help me to promote this masterclass. So, like, here's a couple of bullet points that I want you to share to be able to help me create a story that connects, relates, and resonates. And remember, when we're doing stories, we want to use like a story arc through it all to be able to help people to connect. And it's not necessarily one post, one and done. Like, we can use several posts, and I'm going to talk about that strategy with a story arc later to be able to take people along the journey. Right now we're hosting a masterclass. It's the first launch for an Australian vendor on Shoply. So excited about that. Now, the reason I personally got onto Shoply was because I went looking for an ambassador program for our coaching business. I tried to start our coaching business with an ambassador program at the beginning of this year. I struggled with it. We pieced it together. Jaded's on this call now with me. We did some pretty hard work pulling wires together and First Promoter and Kajabi and a few other tools, and it was just clunky. It worked. It was really good for our sales, but it was a nightmare behind the scenes. And then Shoply came onto my lap about 90 days ago, and it was an answer to prayer. And I just loved everything that it had to offer. And I just knew I had to be on there. I knew I had to be a vendor on there because it was going to solve my biggest problem, how we could grow our business and tap into an ambassador program that I don't have to worry about having another headache on my shoulders. That's pretty cool. So can I get you just to quickly put this in a bit of a story that leads in and leads the reader wanting to know more to wait for the next post to come? Can you help me with this, please, Chatty?
Crikey, mate. Let's dive into this story like we're wrangling a croc, with enthusiasm, humor, and a heart-pounding lesson that'll grab your audience by the ears and leave them hungry for more. The story, The Croc in the Backyard. G'day, legends. I've got a tale for you. And trust me, it's a ripper. Picture this. You're in the thick of the Aussie outback, trying to build a dream, an empire that'll give you and your family the freedom to thrive. But just when you think you've got it sorted, a big old croc shows up in your backyard.
All right, guys, we could go on for ages on that, and I'm just present to time, but you get the picture, right? It's going to share a story here, and if I just quickly share it, I can go back to Chatty, and I can get it to come up with that story for me there. So here's the story, right? Story of the croc in the backyard. So now I can come down here and it's got the teaser for me as well to lead into the next one. It's giving me the next steps to help me with the posting here. I can copy that. I can tweak it and I can adjust it. I never, ever, ever do 100% copy and paste. I'll read it and I'll change a word here or a sentence there. And that's it. That's AI plus our heart does the superpower. But there you go. Like, that's just a quick one on how I can use AI to become a storyteller. Now, has this helped to demystify it a little bit for you? Has this helped to simplify it for you? It's pretty cool, right? Love it. All right, let's go back to, our presentation here. And let's keep moving forward because we do have a bit more to cover. And I want to get through this and make sure we do it justice. Let's go back. Yep, cool. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you all. Really do. Thank you. All right, let's see. So where are we? We're talking about conversational AI and storytelling. So let's just quickly get past through all this. All right, let's move on to the next one. So we're going to talk about now how to build authority and influence authentically. So I've just tapped into showing you how to leverage AI that helps you to become a storyteller. Now you can start to use it as influence. One of the things that we teach in the Laptop Lifestyle Dads Academy, the very first week, is we teach you how to come up with your mission, your vision, your values to develop your personal brand. Right? You can't be a person of influence if you're not working out of your heart. If you're just doing and showing up just for the sale, well, then people are going to see through that. So if you want to become someone trustworthy, in week 1, we tackle this straight away. We just go into a deep dive. I give you all of our fill in the blank prompts, and we do a big workshop to help you to come up with your heart-centered, purpose-driven mission statement, your vision statement, and your values. When you understand that, something magical happens. Big problem I see with the content marketers in this space is they don't show up consistently. Why? Because what are they attached to? If they're attached to the results and they're not getting results, that gets a little bit deflating. That gets a bit disempowering. But if we attach to the mission, if we attach to the purpose, if we attach to the main thing be the main thing, we'll go through the grind. We'll go through the muck. We'll figure it out, right? I've seen people move mountains because they're attached to the mission. They're attached to the purpose. So that's what it's all about, and that's how we step up and become authentic. AI is a very powerful tool to be able to help us support us in that space. The next part of that is understanding who it is you serve. 3 a.m. in the morning, what's keeping your customer up? What are the struggles? What are the pain points? And then by understanding that, this is where we can start chasing and start attracting. This is where we can start talking about what I call the customer value journey. The customer value journey is very simple. It's 8 steps. It's how do we create awareness? It's how do we engage to build a relationship with people? How do we build a community, a subscriber list of people that we're connecting with? And then turning in from traffic into leads into warm market. Then putting the right offer in front of the right people at the right time. How do we convert people? How do we create a wow experience that transforms them and gives them results that they're looking for, even just the initial ones? Then how do we upsell and cross-sell them and, do, powerful things and get them recruiting as team players? But it doesn't stop there. How do we get them sharing their stories, their case studies, their testimonials, and even how do we start turning them into affiliates and brand ambassadors? That's your 8-step predictable journey. And so what we do is when you understand your heart, your purpose, when you understand who it is you serve, then you know how to use AI tools to help you create content. Then you understand what purpose is. What is the reason for this post? What is the reason for me reaching out and having this message? Because it all got a reason, right? And so you need to understand what the impact and what the purpose is, and then AI can help support you in that journey. It can help you to do the market research. It can help you to develop your personal brand. It can help you to become a master storyteller in that space. So that's how we really support AI. And then this shifts us from stopping to having to sell to starting to have to serve, to be able to lead with value-based content. Creating a post, not just because it's a sell, but it's to add value, because people will, once again, will do business with what? That they know, like, and trust us, right? So we want to make sure that we're always coming from that position. Now, 5-step recruitment, very simple. Now, if you take this from today's conversation, I don't want to see any link spamming. I don't want to see any direct pitching going here. If I see it, I'll kick your ass with love, because there's no need for it. I did it. I was that person who came up to everybody and tried to hump their leg like that dog, tried to go in for the kiss too early. Like, there's an art to it, and we have to slow it down. When you understand that you need to slow it down, you understand the buying psychology of this, you understand it's just part of the process. So then we don't, fall in love with the results or the lack of results and get disappointed with it. We fall in love with the process and we keep showing up. So 5 steps, nice and simple. Step 1, start the conversation. Use your content to start the conversation. Bring your people to you through your content. When you're talking to ChatGPT, when next time you put up a post there, give it the call to action and say, I want you to make sure that this is an engagement value-based post that starts a conversation. Give it the prompts that you want to take the guesswork out of the way to be able to help support you in that space. Step 2, qualify and invite. How do we qualify people? Well, we ask questions. We get curious. Really great book that I get everybody who works with us to read. Alan Pease, questions are the answers. So you get curious. And if you're not sure what questions to ask, ChatGPT help you. You give it a bit of a profile of the person that you're talking to. You give it some of the pain points of the person you're talking to. And you start to ask it, what sort of questions should I be asking? You know, a framework that we love to use is called GROW. Ask them around their goals. What are they working towards? What are their roadblocks? What's their reality? What's their opportunity, and what's their way forward? You know, and that gives you an opportunity to then use stories. You know, as you heard me there talk before about Shopley and why I got onto Shopley. I used a story. I didn't pitch. I used a story to connect you to the story. And inside that story, you would have started to see yourself in that. And then in that side of things, there was probably a call to action or an invite to come to the next stage. And the invite would have been something along these lines. If you're open to learning more, would you be open to exploring this with me? Or something along those lines. You know, so then we use the tools. So step 1, start the conversation. Step 2, invite and qualify. Step 3, don't be a tool, use the tool. We're all here from Shopley. If we're not here from Shopley, you need to get onto Shopley. And if someone's brought you here today and you're not on it already, ask them for your 3-minute video. Don't be the tool, let the tool do the work. Corporate have done a lot of hard work to put that amazing tool together for us. It does the selling for us. I had to learn how to slow this down as a network marketer. I had to learn how to, the less you say, the more you get paid, right? So ask the questions. And so let the tools do the work. And then the next question, the next step is follow up. What did you like best? That question has made me $1 million+. What did you like best? You checked it out, whatever it was, presentation, the webinar, the tool, the sales page. What did you like best? Let them tell you. Then ask them questions around that. And here's where the magic is. Use the me too factor. Relate, resonate. Yeah, me too. I like that too. Here's why. And here's a story. If you don't have stories, then you need to collect stories. You need to show up to all the team trainings. You need to show up to all the opportunity calls. Become a story collector or use other people's stories. And then the 5th and final step is close and roll. So are you ready to get started, or do you have any other questions? That's 5 steps has helped me to recruit hundreds of people. You know, for the last 18 months, I was the top global recruiter for Dream Trips International. Came into Shopley straight away, was one of the top global recruiters for Shopley. You know, like that's off the back of building a brand for 3 years, showing up and serving in the community. But here's this the product here about right time, right place, right product. AI can help you to support you to be able to help you to become that person of influence, right? To be able to help you to get to this conversation so that you're serving and you're no longer selling. You're asking powerful questions to help you to get into that space. And then you just show up and be a leader. You know, show up consistently with integrity, be the mentor who inspires action, and lead with love and service. And one of the things I always recommend, one of my mentors always said to me, it's always resonated with me, become the leader that you wish that you had. And that's very powerful in this space when we start to build, you know, we're not just talking about AI here, we're talking about social selling. We're talking about network marketing. AI is just a powerful tool to be able to support us in that space, right? So let me go back to screen share here and let me get this, come back here, and I just want to open up some testimonials for you. Present. Here we go, present. All right, where does Zoomy go? Hello. All right. I'm going to bring out some people live. We're going to listen to some recorded testimonials first, and then we're going to move into a bit of the product. Cool. Let's do this. All right.
Hi, Des Morgan. Just a quick shout out to Jeff at That Pop Lifestyle Dads. I joined his academy 4 weeks ago because I was struggling with my online marketing. I was putting out what I thought were great posts and getting crickets, you know, no responses. Just in 4 weeks with this course, I've learned that don't sell products, brand yourself, add value, and start getting into conversations. So things have already started happening there. Also, I'm learning AI. Not so much the AI where you, it doesn't sound like you, but actually personalise the AI. So early stage for me, 4 weeks, loving the course, and I know I'm progressing 4 weeks ago, I wouldn't even have got on this and done a video like this. So appreciate you, Jeff, appreciate the team, and looking forward to the rest of the course. Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Des. And Des only recorded that for me this afternoon, so that was nice and fresh off the hot off the press. Let's move to our next one.
Hello, all you beautiful people. So today I want to talk about a program I've been taking the last few weeks now. So I was always so scared to jump into the AI world and see what it was about or anything like that. I wouldn't even click on a link. If it had AI, I would block it. But the bottom line is, recently I just jumped back into the online market and the online businesses, and I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna catch up to things here to see what's new and trending and everything like that. So I jumped right into the AI, and I can honestly tell you that there is a time and a place for AI. It may not be for everything that you do, but it definitely helps with the businesses and giving you the proper advice, the proper wording to help you. So if you're not in this program or using the AI, I strongly recommend you jump in, and I promise you that you will be blown away just like I am. Have a good day, guys.
Cool. Thank you, Sherry. And just one more. We'll listen to Zach.
Hey, everyone. I just wanted to say how amazing it's been working with Jeff for the last 6 months. He's really broken down the whole process of AI and how to craft your message, get you your ideal client, and just everything that has to do with AI. It's really turned this scary beast that I really knew very little about to something that I'm very confident in now. So thank you, Jeff, for introducing me to this whole side of business to streamline a lot more things. And anyone who has any questions or needs help, he's been really great with guiding me and guiding everyone else in the program. So definitely take the leap. I'm glad I did. You won't regret it.
Appreciate you, Zach. And I'm going to get a few other people out here to share live in a second, but I just want to go through some of the product information that we have here. So at Laptop Lifestyle Dads, we're officially live on Shoply. This is our official launch. And so we have a few products. We've got something for everyone. So we've got our book. Now, this book was helped me generated by AI. What I did was I got all of my 12 months worth of free challenges and boot camps that I did. I got them all transcribed. I uploaded all of those transcribed notes to ChatGPT. And after 4 hours of back and forth with a bit of clever prompting, we wrote a book together. 180 pages, 18 chapters, walking you through step by step on how to use ChatGPT and AI for network marketers. Pretty cool. Walk you through branding, walk you through niching down, walking through content marketing, the whole lot. You can grab that book for just $20. We've also got our Unleashed program. This is our signature program. You've probably seen it on Shoply already. We've got a bigger, better, best pack. We've got a self-paced pack. We've got a 3-month pack. We've got a 12-month pack. Our promise is when you take this signature program on, is when you work with us, we'll help you to dial your personal brand in. We'll help you to create a niche community that you're serving, that people that know, like, and trust you. We'll teach you how to use a customer value journey blueprint to help you to monetize that effectively, whether it's you're promoting Shoply or whatever other opportunity that you have, to help you to be a person of authority, to help you to be an influencer, to help you to be a social selling mastery expert and leverage a predictable system. We have the bigger, better, best options, as I said. So stage 1 with the actual signature program, we're going to do a deep dive into ChatGPT and AI foundations. We're going to help you to, not for you to learn AI as well, but for AI to learn about you, everything about you, your dislikes, your likes, your values, the things you stand against, the things you stand for, the things you're passionate about, going into the real deep dive. And we're also going to help you to nail your niche. I've heard, you probably heard that term around for probably decades if you've been in the marketing arena for long enough. And people sometimes get, hear the niche or niching down conversation and get turned off by it. I know I used to, but it was because I was only tapping onto the surface level about really who it was I served. When we tap into the space of who it is we're serving and what makes us different and how we serve them, and when we come from that heart-centered, purpose-driven why we serve them, that's where the real magic happens. Week 2 into our ChatGPT Unleashed program, we give you all of the fill in the blank prompts to take away all of the guesswork to be able to support you in this space. I've been in this game 16 years. I've been mentored by some of the greats. I've spent probably a couple of $100,000 on courses and training from other coaches and mentors. I brought all of that expertise and all of that wisdom here to this signature program. This is our baby. We teach you how to do content marketing and take away all the guesswork around not being able to show up. You're inconsistent and procrastination and overwhelm. We put all of that to bed. We help you to get content that comes from like 5 core pillars. So you're not just all showing up as one voice, one thing, and people getting bored with that. We help you to keep the flavor and the personality, and we help you to do a deep dive into content creation, imagery, what we call LLM, so learning language models, so ChatGPT, like for written word, for audio. I have a podcast, which the AI has helped me support. I launched a podcast 3 months ago. As you can see, I wrote a book only about 3 months ago. AI supported all of that. So I give you all of that knowledge and training on how to be a content creator supporting AI. So that's laying the foundations. Stage 2 is now where the rubber hits the road and we start implementing a system, a proven, predictable, profitable system, which we call the customer value journey. I touched on that, the 8 steps. We do a deep university level masterclass onto this. Not only that, we will work with you to help you to implement what you need to implement, the missing pieces. Not just that, teaching you how to like build your own funnels, to build your own lead magnets, and how to use AI in that space. So you're no longer having to rely on just the corporate promotions. That you can go and create your own promotion, your own lead magnet. This is how we raise above the crowd and get out of the noise and start to create a personal brand. And that's where the real magic happens, where we start transforming visitors into brand evangelists, where we start bringing them through the system and you fall in love with the process. So once you've got that established, stage 3 is all about automation, systems, and how to use that sort of next level advanced short form video content. There's AI content out there now that will help you to create like faceless AI models and videos. I'm actually turning the caffeinated kangaroo. I'm playing around, experimenting at the moment using motion picture images, and I'm going to go to use like a Beach Boss Babes, a Billie Jean type scripting, and I'm going to use that for our affiliates. It's coming out probably a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks. So I'm putting together these commercial type ads that I'm creating pennies on the dollar using AI. We'll teach you how to do all of that for yourself as well. Really dial your marketing message in and use heart-centered stories to be able to bring people to you. So as I said, we have our bigger, better, best options. And essentially we've got 3 packs. One's a self-paced. Then we have our 3-month mentoring program and our 12-month mentoring program. So we do group coaching. So once a week, we do what we call base camp style coaching, where we all get together as a group. We go through our wins, we go through our challenges, we go through our lessons together, and we come up with an action step and a conquer plan. That's where the real magic happens. That's where the accountability, that's where that buddy system happens. I don't care which coach you have. They're all somebody's guide, right? And you're all somebody's guide. The only difference between any one of us is how far down the path we are. And any criteria for any coach that you have, you need to look at them through the lens. Are they where I want to be? If they're not, that's a red flag, run. You know, if you want to climb Mount Awesome Town here in this space, I'd love to work with you if we're a fit, of course. But we have a bigger, better, best option. We have a self-paced 3-month or 12-month. But this is our flagship product, our Laptop Lifestyle Dads Academy. We're basically myself, Jade Winsley, and Dave Miller are your 3 coaches who have pulled this together. Both Jade and Dave went through my ChatGPT Unleashed program. They worked with me as one-on-one students. I loved what they had to offer. I could see the strengths and the gaps that I had in my system. So we brought them together and we do it as a collaborative project now and as a team. So I lead the show, yes, but Jade's right into funnels and Swiss systems, so she leads that part. And Dave has taken everything that I taught him with foundations around AI, and his genius tech mechanical brain is now creating all these custom GPTs for us. He's got his finger on the pulse with all of the amazing cutting edge AI tools and systems and tips in that space. So he's our AI wizard. So in the academy, between the 3 of us, I run the majority of the masterclasses. So weeks 1 and 2, it's all about the foundations and AI basics. Weeks 3, we give you an overview of the customer value journey. We do a dive into that, and we do a dive into pro recruiting systems. You heard from Des, you heard from Sherry. They're two of our Laptop Lifestyle Academy students that are currently going through this program with us. We talk about content mastery. We talk about funnels and automation. But this is where I love is the hot seat coaching. I mean, all the coaching I've ever done, the best coaching I've ever personally received is in the hot seat. When someone's gone and looked at and critiqued and given me constructive feedback on how I can improve. So we do a lot of that too. Not only that, I've actually personally like to over deliver. So we've actually extended this out now to 8 weeks, not 6. So once every 2 months, I'm going to give you a cutting edge masterclass that is, on the pulse, finger on the edge, what's happening right now stuff in the trenches. So December 17th is going to be our first exclusive masterclass only for our paid students, where I'm actually been working out for the last 3 weeks. I've now got Zig Ziglar and Gary Vaynerchuk to help me to write my business plan for 2025. How cool is that? So I'm going to teach you how I did that and teach you how to come up with your business plan, your marketing plan, your 90-day action plan, and how you can use, say, like Zig Ziglar or Gary Vaynerchuk or Brian Tracy or whatever great expert that you want to bring into the room and bring them onto your board of directors. Going to teach you how to use AI in that space. And then once every 2 months, we're going to get an expert in. We'll get someone like Aaron. We'll get someone like maybe Amanda McCloy, Jeffrey J. Hunter, Jonathan Mast, an expert in their field, and get them to come speak to our academy students. So here's what you get. You get the 3 coaches, live weekly masterclasses. That's valued at $500. You get the exclusive masterclass. That's valued at $300. We give you guest speaker workshop. Once again, that's probably valued at $300. We give you AI tools and templates, fill in the blanks, content frameworks, automation resources, everything you need to become a storyteller, a person of influence, and a social selling mastery expert. Customer value journey blueprints. We map all this out. Personal coaching, so hot seat and Q&A and tailor the strategies for your business. That's probably valued at $500. Done for you content frameworks. To be able to help you to know exactly what to post and when. That's pretty cool too. So we take all the guesswork, we simplify it right down. We've got a private school community. That's priceless because we're about focusing on community and networking and support and accountability. And if you decide to join our Laptop Lifestyle Dads Academy, you're going to get a bonus where you can get a game planning session one-on-one, where we're going to do a one-on-one game planning session together with yours truly. We're going to record that conversation. We're going to take the transcribed notes from that conversation. I'm going to upload that to Chatty with our trademarked 90-day action plan prompts. And then I'm going to give you a step-by-step. Here's what you do for day 1. Here's what you do for day 15. Here's what you do for day 30 off the back of that. Now, that bonus is only if you sign up for our Laptop Lifestyle Dads Academy through this offer. I'm not going to give that away to everybody. That's only for you guys. So this is a total value of over $3,000 per month. Now, normally it's $97 a month to become a member of the Laptop Lifestyle Dads Academy. We give you the lifetime guarantee. You lock in that price for as long as you're a member. We know through our challenges and our boot camps that we've done in the past, yes, it's an 8-week rotation, but we've seen people do those 8 weeks 6, 7, 10, 12 times in the past when we were doing the challenges. Because why? Because they're picking up something new each time round. They don't want to leave the support and the community that they're gathering here, and they want to stay part of the membership. And I'm going to show you a way where you can earn your spot for free as well. So hang on, hold tight. But wait, there's more conversation here. If you join between now and Friday the 6th of December, 5 p.m. Sydney time, that's the cutoff. I'm not going any further. This is the last time you'll ever see this price at this low. So 50% off. We decided to extend our Black Friday sale because we wanted to, we knew that we were launching today officially on Shoply with your awesome people here. Wanted to give you a couple of days to be able to have that extension. You can get locked in for life at $48.50. That's pretty cool. That if you work out $3,000 and you do the math, that's like 98% discount. I don't think I could discount it any more than that. But not only that, if you refer 3 people with the way it's set up on Shoply with just the direct bonus commission. All you need to do is go refer 3 and you earn your spot for free and you get to earn while you learn. Now, that's pretty cool, right? So this is our flagship entry-level product, Laptop Lifestyle Dads Academy, your social selling and AI mastery membership. Once again, make sure you act fast. Don't miss out on that action bonus where we'll do the personalized 90-day action plan. It sets you up for success for 2025, help you to get clarity, help you to get focus, help you to get tangible steps to hit the ground running for next year. All right, guys, let's open up for Q&A. Aaron, how's that, mate? Was that a launch or what?
Well done, mate. That was awesome. I think the value on that is just a bit of a no-brainer. I mean, I would pay much more than that, but 50% off until Friday, locked in for life too. It's not like, okay, we'll give you, 50% off to the end of the year and then it goes back up for life. I mean, you're just not going to find that anywhere else. Even if people went through the basics on that, I know that you've got something else for them and then something else for them. And then, get in contact with you one-on-one, like just stick with Jeff, go all the way through, start here. You're not going to find any better, but great presentation. Yeah, any questions, guys? Open it up. Jeff, what's the best link for them? Was that on there? Do we need to put that in the chat so if people want to get involved right now? What's the best link, best website?
Yep. So you can find us on Shoply. So let me go get that for you right now to give you that link. So I did see a question there. Was that in US dollars? Yes, because it's on Shoply, everything's in US dollars. I've got no control over that at the moment. So yes, it is USD. That's a great question. Thank you for asking that. Are there any other questions while I'm just grabbing this link quickly, Aaron?
I think that was the main one. I saw just a lot of compliments, a lot of people pumped up, a lot of people that have done it and are raving about it. A lot of people with a penny dropping, a lot of people trying, the voice prompts. It's a bit like when Amazon launched, so all .com, US dollars, that all changed, to shopee.com.au and AUD in time. But all prices there in US dollars at the moment. And there's the link. So I'll be jumping on that one, making sure I take advantage of that price. The link is in the chat there, guys. And if you are part of Jeff's Telegram group or Facebook, he'll put it in there as well. And that price again until Friday. So, around about just under 48 hours.
Yeah. So Friday, the 6th of September, December at 5 p.m. Sydney time. So we're the 4th now at 9:30. So just under 48 hours. So I want to throw another bonus. I love to over deliver. Now, whether you purchase a program or not, you've got to do the action step for me. I said to you, go take a screenshot. If you didn't get the screenshot at the very beginning of this call, then let me know or let someone else know and we can get it to you. I'll be in the Telegram chat. We'll make sure that you got access to it. But if you take the screenshot and then go and use AI, just like I've shown you, go set it up and go create a story post for me. Tag me in the post so I can see it. And then I will give you a 30-minute one-on-one call. Don't have to purchase anything. I'll give you a 30-minute one-on-one call if you go take action. I know that probably only 20% of you will. It is what it is. But hey, go prove me wrong. Everybody go take action. Make me booked out for the rest of the year. I'd love that. Let's go.
Love it, Jeff. So much value. And the great thing about Jeff is he's one of those guys where you try and work out, okay, where's Jeff coming from here? But he's just so authentic. It's just what you see is what you get. And he just loves to provide so much value. I can tell you that firsthand.
Also, just going to quickly drop in now the link to our Telegram chat. So if you wanted to be an ambassador of our amazing products here and you want to promote them, head to that Telegram chat. Jade, I'm actually going to get you to come out and speak for a second, if that's all right, just whilst we're here. So Jade is one of our coaches. She's been one of my protege students. I've been working with her for now over 18 months. So Jade is one of our coaches that looks after funnels and systems and that masterclass. So Jade, I suppose, listening to what we've got here going now, like if you had just met me for the first time tonight, compared to what it was 18 months ago, what would you say is probably the biggest highlight lessons for you in that conversation? And why would you recommend people jump on today?
Oh my God. Hi, everyone, for a start. I am Jade, the Lux Lioness. Like, just this tonight has been absolutely freaking awesome. Right? I'm watching my language. Normally I will drop the F-bomb left, right, and center. If any of you know me, which I know a few of you do, but from where I started with Jeff, just as a referral from a friend for a free AI masterclass, 3-day challenge over 18 months ago, holy shitballs. Like, seriously, I was just that person who went, give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more. Whatever you are offering, what is next? What is next? What is next? That was just me. I seen the value in Jeff from the very first call that we had. To be able to jump on a call with Jeff, to share just stories that are so freaking deep, and we resonated on such a massive level of depression, suicide. I'm going to go there because that's how deep that was, right? Working with Jeff and being a part of the LLD Academy, creating his funnels, creating the new website that is just about to launch when I get my shit together. And because that's me, I'm being real, right? It's happening. It's happening. Just what you have to offer, Jeff, even though I've actually valued myself because of you, and you gave me so much clarity because I was in the middle of, when I first met you, of changing my brand, like reinventing my brand, just changed everything for me. And I've seen the results from every single person that has come into your space.
Appreciate you. Yeah, thank you. Really do appreciate you. Be speechless. It takes a bit for me to get speechless. I'd just like to bring out one more person before we look at wrapping up. But Melissa Ferguson, you've been on our academy now for the last, 4 or 5 weeks as one of our students. I suppose, yeah, let's just share with the crowd now. Like, what are you getting from this? Why would you recommend the academy for people to join?
I guess I'm one of these people who overthinks everything, and I got lost in my own head. I forgot where my heart was, and I didn't really know what to do with anything. I just happened to stumble across the academy. I don't even know how that happened. I've been sort of watching Jeff on and off for a while now, and all of a sudden stumbled across it. But what it's 4 weeks and what it's reminded me is that I need to brand myself. I'm selling myself. I'm not just selling a product. I needed a vision and a mission statement, just like any other business. I want to run it like a business. If I run it like a hobby, it'll pay me like a hobby. And Jeff reminded us of that, I think, on the very first session, and it just landed. I've been able to work out my niche through using ChatGPT, but I didn't know how to use it before. So I was just getting these quirky little comments coming back at me, and I'm like, this is crap. But I've learned how to use it now. You know, I've named my ChatGPT. Like, I call her Ivy. She helped me name herself. So we have a personal relationship now.
Love it.
But I've been able to create content. I know I haven't put it on my socials yet, so that's my next little bit, is getting out of my head. But that session with Jeff doing the 90-day game plan, next level. I can't recommend it enough. You know, if you need to get out of your head and into your heart, and you want to really move the needle on your business, I can't recommend this enough. And I haven't even got to the end of the first lot of sessions yet. So I'm super excited for what's to come.
Love that. Thanks, Melissa. I appreciate you. And actually, I see Craig's on here too. So I'm just going to get Craig to come out just quickly. I'll put you on the spot, Craig. I show up, I'll pull you out. So Craig's been one of my one-on-one students. I've been working with him for quite some time now. He's got this amazing coaching business for men's health and men's wellness. Craig, what's it been like working with me, mate?
Coming into the AI space, I do overwhelm pretty well. Like I'm a professional overwhelmer. I do it well. So learning new AI skills for me, there's a lot of noise out there, and overwhelm gets me pretty good. So breaking this down, going through the foundational journey of the lifestyle laptops dad's has given me the prerequisite knowledge in order to pivot myself and my experience so I can go on to greater heights. Yeah, I can't recommend something simple. It's like learning to ride a bike again.
Yeah. We've gone through challenging times to get there, but we've got through the other side of it, and it's good to see you now stepping up and, pulling it all together.
Still working it all out, but yeah, it's getting there. Clarity's coming through.
Awesome.
So.
Cool. So guys, as you can see, we don't just work with network marketers. We actually work with other digital content creators and course creators and all of that sort of thing as well. One of the things about my story has been in this game for 16 years, quite robust. I've had a lot of success in the e-commerce space. Back in 2017, I had a business where we did $1.6 million in just 4 months. Off the back of that, we had a full service digital marketing agency, which we called Your Marketing Nerd. We specialized in servicing massage centers, chiropractors, gyms, lead generation and acquisition customer centers for their businesses. We niched down in the health industry. I lost that business overnight due to COVID because of the lockdowns, had everybody on monthly retainers. Dusted myself off after COVID, come back into it and went full time into the network marketing industry, and brought all those marketing skills that I've learned from people like Adrian Morrison, Frank Kern, Ryan Dice, that I've personally been mentored by, and now just really leveraging this AI space for network marketers and bringing that all to the game. So what you see here is you go close on 16 years worth of experience, and just love serving and helping people like Joanne, Jade, Craig, Alex, Joe, Dave. I just love what I do. So guys, thank you very much for showing up today and making this an amazing launch party. Hopefully you've learned a thing or two. I love to look forward to seeing your stories, your posts there, being able to share this milestone with us. And please do, and make sure you tag me, and then I'll reach out to you and we'll get you set up for that 30-minute call. Otherwise, don't wait, don't snooze, don't sleep. Get onto that academy price, get it locked in. You'll never see that price ever again. Once it's done, it's done. We're moving forward. $97. And all you have to do is refer 3 people in, and you get your spot for free, and you can earn and learn while you go. Thank you very much, Aaron.
Well done, Jeff. That link there is there for you right on the hour. Professional as always. I want to thank you for being the very, very first Australian digital vendor on Shoply, leading the charge in the digital space, but also just, the vendor space. And, obviously Jeff is an influencer pro as well. So he's quadruple dipping on all the different income streams at Shoply. We look forward to learning more from you in the future as, your education evolves, as AI evolves. We're all going to need it with everything that we're doing. So I see us, all evolving together on the Shoply platform and on the AI platform. So I really appreciate everyone for jumping on tonight as well and supporting the launch. Not just supporting, but getting something out of it as well, and going to applying it into whatever it is that you're building, whatever it is that you're passionate about, whatever it is that your heart is screaming out for. AI is here, guys, and we may as well master that. So again, Jeff, thanks for jumping on, and thanks for everyone for supporting it. Jump on the course. We'll see you inside the academy.
Will do. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate you all. Have a good night, and I look forward to seeing all your story posts.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.